stream?
Yeah, but I can check it.
It's in YouTube?
Yeah. It's okay, I got it. Okay. Melee spine collector, the crazy one. I guess. What is my breaker quake flesher? I think I'd rather prefer. Oh, yeah, of course, I remember now that. Whatever, I'm gonna take this one. I'm trying to find a stupid nuclear javelin, but it's okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 runs. In theory, maybe I do only 1. If I do 1 that is really good, I leave it there. I just want to get a higher score than the previous one. If the first one is shit, I do a second one, and that's it. So that's the plan. Acojonante. Bueno, da igual. I'm just warming up, I guess. That's an excuse. I'm gonna go for a counter. It's really strong. That was quick. Duel. Okay. Let's try to do this first. Oh shit. Okay. If I can get both. No, hombre, no, don't do that. I think I can do both. No way. How risky. Oh, Pack Life Studio, it's been a minute. How are you, man? Yeah, it changed a lot. You're actually seeing not the prettiest game mode. This is Tartarus, which is all interior going down, pure roguelike. Not the main game mode, which is more like biomes. And I think you would like to see that, because that's the part, you know, you are more aware with all this procedural generation and systems. I can say that finally I have a version 1 for that system, not for the game, but for the system for sure. I found a good balance between procedural generation and art direction, which is always a pain. How you doing, man? How things are going? Okay, I'm gonna do my build of radiation. I'm gonna do one for the range, one for myself. I'm gonna put Hemobit in here and hope for the best. That played well.
They want to live forever.
Let's go. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I still have intact your noises, and they have been spread. I know it's a library, but I mean you did the job if you implemented that in Unreal. They still survive. The async didn't survive, sadly, for reasons you might guess and understand. Many things change between versions, but the noise is still there. And I even use it. What was the last thing I used it? Because I use it for everything, not just for procedural generation. I think like 1 week ago I used one of the simplex noises for... It was something quite interesting. Damn, I want to remember now. Because I think it was for assets, or... Yeah, I think for rotation of different assets depending on the location and things like that. So I use it all the time. For roguelikes, you want noises everywhere. So it's very cool.
They want to live forever.
But for async operations, I think now, because I just use the level streaming, I don't throw thousands of line traces as before. I mean, that was a bit wild, to be honest. Let's go crazy with this. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? No, careful. Energy thing. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, there are some version before Unreal Engine 5. You mean the noise library you made, no? The thing is, those are atemporal is the word. Like they will survive. In 100 years, people will still use noises for everything, and can be used in so many creative ways. I I think there is a nice one second. Don't fuck it up. I do it on time? I don't wanna risk. I think there is a really nice GDC that says why to use random numbers, RNG, while if you can use noises, because noises brings you the best of both worlds, brings you a bit of randomness, but brings you also consistency, because some specific noise patterns are really useful for. Again, I'm not talking even in the visual aspect. I'm talking about somehow a bit of consistency. By neighboring, the neighbors of any pattern and any noise. And I use that again, not only for procedural generation, but also for randomness of the type of enemies, patterns, and things like that. Dude, I have everything radio sign. Okay, I'm gonna go down because I don't know what to do with that radio sign. Yeah, deterministic noises are for the win. And it's something I learned by the pass of time. Like I rely too much on seeded, numbers, but noises are really useful for world building, systems, everything, man. I'm trying to remember what was the last time I used them. Because I think it was 1 week ago. I can't remember exactly. Oh, I know now. We got a kind of system like lock picking to hack and gates, and basically you need to just tap the button when the key is in the perfect spot. And of course, if you do that with a random noise, it's impossible to predict what is going to happen. But if you put like a simplex noise with not too much frequency, you can see a bit of vibration, which makes the things not super predictable. But you can do a guess when the key is going to be in the perfect spot. So you can do these little mini games with noises. So I use it for animation, of course. Oof, I risk so much. Whew. I'm fucking up. That was scary as shit. I can't say the launch date, but a couple of facts that obviously I can share. One of them is like we got already around 130, 140 players thanks to Coffee, which is like a Patreon. So the alpha is ready. Everyone plays the alpha anytime. Basically buying the game means that you get the game now and you get the game for launch on Steam. That's one fact. The second fact, I think we did 8 playtests, and most likely there is either 1 or 2 remaining playtests, public playtests. So that already tells you something, that we are in a kind of good spot, even if it's not yet, like version 1, but definitely the vertical slice, the systems are there. What we are now doing is the full content, but that is way easier. Like, to me now, doing a biome could be around 1 month, or doing a new weapon could be like literally 3 days. So we are in that spot that we feel that we got the game. We just need to finish the content, but the content is really everything is procedural. I mean, art directed with some, you don't do a character like this procedurally, but you do text procedural in texture, asset procedural assets on Houdini and things like that, so it's not like a big deal. I'm gonna fucking die because I'm stupid. Let's put radiation to this guy and see if don't. Yeah, okay. I need another one. Okay, this one is actually immune to radiation. Nice, we do. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Interesting math right there. But yeah, that's more or less how it feels. You never know. That's why I can't say officially this, but definitely, if I do the math, we definitely cross the hemisphere of the project. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna wait to apply something. I think the worst part is when you are in the middle, or because it's like, I guess depending on the project, but at least in films it was always like that. Like when you do projects that they are years and years.
They want to live forever. They want to live forever. They want to live forever.
The worst part is when you are just in the middle, because you are not yet in a position to feel that you are gonna be able to make it, and you already have a lot of toll. You work a lot, so you are in this kind of desert in the middle of nowhere. At the beginning, you have all the motivation, the illusion, the goals, the dreams, and that is enough energy. And by the end, or after you pass the 50%, you don't need to push. You feel actually pulled by gravity, because you are so close to finish that things become easier and easier and easier. But when you are in the middle, always in all the projects, the big projects I did, like against the first one was Sumer, which is a film of 12 minutes, year 2.5, the kind of existential crisis. The Cito Yuna the same. After 2 years, existential crisis. There is always like a big event in your life, or even in the project, that you feel like, holy fuck, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this shit. But then it's like, if you keep just going, pushing a bit more, and you cross the 50%, if you cross that line there, if you are in the 60%, the things feel way different. Like, holy fuck, like that little change. At least in my experience. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. Let's go. Down. No way you hit me. Okay. This is so fucking annoying. No way. I'm fucked. No, man, let me alone. No way, no way. Okay, let's keep going like that. Woof! I'm so dead. I'm so dead. No, wait, no. I'm gonna make it, eh? Dude, I don't know how I'm alive. I don't know how I'm alive. But I'm alive. Do you remember if June has a mutilating penalty? No, an energy thing? It's okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. It was going to be the same because mutilating for sure. It's alright. I'm gonna put it here. I'm here just to try to beat my own record because we reset Tartarus every 2 weeks, and now we are starting again. But yeah, this is gonna be annoying. So the top 10. Okay, one more try. Actually, I'm gonna do very quick biomes because I need to increase the one of the stats to try the new talent tree. So I'm grinding that shit. I will do a hardcore though, but yeah, now we are working in the talent trees and all those little things, and the thing is that you put a system, but not all the pieces are part of the system, so it makes a bit harder to finish the talent tree because gaining experience for that talent tree is a bit hard. Maybe not that hard. Maybe not. Because okay, don't die. Okay. There is focused on PvE co-op from 1 to 3 people scaling, but 3 maximum right now. We will have PvP, but basically it's more like a friends dueling in the base camp system. What I can't do is to do a competitive PvP because cheating. I don't have the resources to maintain that. So it's PvE focused. I'm already dealing, even in cooperative, I'm dealing with cheating, you know. Even what is even crazier, I'm dealing with cheating in cooperative with people that paid for the game in alpha stage. So imagine the situation if I do PvP. It would be wild. And again, I'm not against. Oh, that's the noise, by the way. It's a quick system, but again, cheaters make the game, at least at this stage, not later, of course, but better, because pushes me at least to put minimum security, you know, like hashing,
They want to live forever.
sanity checks that I do before uploading a leaderboard entry. So that's something I work a lot. At least to have a minimum that if you want to cheat, at least you will need to invest time in the game to understand what is reasonable to put in memory or to hack. Because if not, the system by its own is gonna catch you. So that means that if you want to cheat now, at least you need to put some hundreds of hours in understanding how everything works. So hey, for what it's worth, at least,
They want to live forever.
you know, I push cheating to gameplay time. So and to be honest, it was fun in the playtest. Actually, it happened after the playtest. That's the crazy part. In the playtest, there was no potential cheating. You never know fully because, you know, I don't have all the data and I can't trust all the data, but it felt that there was no cheating in leaderboards and stuff. But after the playtest, when people started to buy the game, the first week I noticed like some weird stuff, and then I found the reasons very quickly, very quickly, and you know, it was fun because, I mean, the classic thing of editing guns and editing the damage of things, you know. So I found it, and yeah. What the fuck is going on? Okay, let's put this here. Oh, I like this one a lot. Let's put this here. Yeah, it's a endless fight. I will say, because I agree on that statement, but I would say, like, determined cheaters will find a way to cheat, but entry-level cheaters, they will give up soon if they don't find, you know, if you are able to, for example, detect cheat engine or modify files and, you know, things like that. That is like very entry. That already makes the game more robust against 90% of potential cheaters. But then you have the other 10%, but that's another story. Those ones will find a way, yes or yes. But if you put a bit of simple friction, like you really need to care. Like, if at that point you are cheating, means that you care
They want to live forever.
for any reason, which is not completely bad if you are doing a cooperative game. I don't find nuclear javelin, man. I'm trying to find a weapon for so much time. It's a very simple, easy-ass weapon. I deleted by mistake. And now here, the way you get weapons is stealing like genetic designs. And then you do bioengineering to build your custom weapons with different stats and, you know, a bit of gambling there. But I deleted the design. So I'm trying to find it, and now I don't find it anymore.
I want to live forever.
Which is pissing me off a bit. Say, no, it should be the same. It's the same, but than hardcore. But at least in hardcore I can get better protogens. And that's the fun part. I could be the first one cheating, but I don't like to cheat even in the game I'm building, because I'm making the game this for me as well, you know. So I want to have fun. I don't want just to go and edit shit. I want to see how the things feel. Oh, I'm fucked. Diablo. No way, man. No way. Yeah, but that's the thing, server-side validation. The thing is, CRETE cooperative is server client, meaning that we don't have dedicated servers, and I don't pretend to have dedicated servers. If people want to make their own dedicated servers, I will offer an option to do that, but I don't have the infrastructure to. It's a fucking indie, so I can't just say, okay, I'm gonna rent 100 servers or 1,000. I mean, you can self-sustain that, of course, but it's first game thing, so it's like if you are a indie, but you already did Valheim 1, maybe Valheim 2, the developer can say, hey, we are gonna provide servers just for avoid cheaters and stuff. That's okay. But in my case, it's like, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's the compromise that you have. But that's why it's not arbitrary that CRETE is not oriented to PvP. I wouldn't mind at all to do a PvP version of CRETE. The initial tests, there was a lot of things around the idea of fighting to each other and things like that. Excuse me. But little by little, I just noticed that was dangerous. In terms of if I focus too much on that, and then the problem is when you put in a game too much or a feature, people expect to have more of that feature. So if you put PvP even in a small scale, and you do a playtest, and you notice that everyone is playing the PvP part, now you are fucked, because now people expect more of that. So once I put that version of dueling in PvP, it's basically exactly what you imagine, like a small duel version, not a game mode, not something that you can get upgrades or you know, perks or progression of any kind. So I did hardcore already in the main gate, but I didn't find any culture. Okay, I'm gonna find the culture here most likely. Biosword. Maybe. Hey, Riches, how are you? Maybe CRETE. Can't be. Now I'm incompetent. The other day I was novice, but now it's a bit easier. The hacking. No way! It's okay, it's okay. That's it. I need to polish a bit the... I think it's in the sweet spot, to be honest. Oh, this is broken. I forgot. But I got culture, at least. I got the culture. Yeah, it's good. Hey, yeah. Where are you running? It's incredibly rage quitting, and that's why I like it. You can't imagine. Okay, so every single time you use one of these ones, you are using a genetic key here. The ones I got here. So every single time you fail, you lose one of these ones. The fun part and the interesting behavior is if you fail in the first attempt, you could say, okay, I'm not gonna try because I'm losing a lot of violets. No. Once you start failing 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you already wasted so much that you can't stop. It's like you want to give a meaning for all the losses that you need to keep pushing forward. And this is a human behavior. We had so many losses. We lost so much in poker, in life, in war, in anything that you can't go back anytime soon. You just need to run away forward. And that's the feeling, like, holy fuck. Yesterday I tried to open a gate, super simple. I wasted 10 keys. And then I opened it just because ego. Well, I can tell you why. I can tell you why it's not a system that... I think actually Skyrim got that. I think in Skyrim, at least I'm trying to bring a childhood memory. In Skyrim, you can use the skill of lock picking. You have ganzúas in Spanish. I don't know the word. Fuck. The word in English. The tool that you use for opening the doors. I think you can try that as many times as you want, but you are using your resources. There was a second option that I tried, but I was not very convinced. The second option is that you can use 1 biolith, and if you fail, the door gets sealed and you can't try anymore. That prevents the players to waste 100 or 20 violets, but the lock is gate. That would be cool if it's not a roguelike, because then you feel like you are gating too many things, and you want also to make sure that the resources are somehow swallowed. You need a key as well. Yeah, there are like no, for lock picking in Skyrim, you just need like a little tool, no? And the tool can get broken in the process, and it gets broken, you can try with another one, no? But the door, if you fail, you can keep trying with the same door, no? It doesn't get locked forever. Otherwise, you will get a lot of content locked forever. So you can use the resources as much as you want, no? If I'm not wrong, that's my memory. I think I saw also a clip of one guy getting super angry with the Skyrim lockpick because he tried like 20 times. Oh, I see. Okay. Hey Riches, don't worry, man. The good thing when I stream on YouTube, the streams stay here forever. I don't delete them. Oh wow. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see. Come here, babies. No way.
We want to make movement.
Let's go. Imagine. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. You have that in the talent tree as well, in CRETE, that you can improve your lock picking. Basically, how this works is the more talents you put in a specific, there are 5 types of lock picks, like from epsilon to alpha. Alpha, they are super hard, and you need to do 5 in a row in the DNA code. So every single pair of DNA is a different, you need to, the same thing you saw with one of the strands of the DNA, you need to do that with 5 times in a row in alpha picks. In a row, one fail and everything gets corrupted, and you need to try a new lock, a new biolith. So for every of these 5 levels of lock picks, you have 3 talents, which is novice, competent, and expert. And novice, you see every of the strands like fucking vibrating like crazy with a bit of pattern, that noise. The one you are seeing now is competent, which is a bit noisy, but you can predict, and expert, which is almost no noise, and it's like a sine wave, like goes up and down. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a bit of variation in the speed, with a bit of variation in the noise, but it's very, very subtle when you're an expert. The thing is, like, apart of those talents, you have many other branches in the culture tree. And you can't spend all the points in all the branches. Basically, there is a plateau. You can, but you need to play like 5 million hours. It's impossible. It's like a plateau once you have 20 points. The thing is, for these 5 of different difficulties, epsilon to alpha, you have 3 talent points, so you need to decide if you want to be an expert in something that is very common, which are the base lockers, or if you want to be an expert in something that is really, really uncommon. And that is the beauty. Like, if you think about balance, it's better to put the eggs in different baskets rather than just saying, oh, I want to be an expert in alpha. Well, maybe you find an alpha gate once every 10 times you play, so you are investing a lot of talent points in something that is very rare. However, once you find an alpha gate, you will find a lot of rewards inside these gates. A good thing would be, in my opinion, to put talents more in the middle range, because you still see that time to time and you are good, so you're going to get a lot of constant flow of goodies in general. That's my perception of how the system feels at this moment, even if some tweaks will happen. But yeah, it's all about, there's a bit of roguelike RPG flavor in that part. But it's also quite inspired by Metroidvania or games like even Dead Cells. Like, every single time you play a same biome, you will find, my goodness. Someone else? I know. I'm not gonna go there. I'm going. Because most likely you are all... You are stuck in that rock, right? I guess a good thing... it's a good thing that the monster usually prefer to kill humans. I don't want to imagine what these guys would do to prisoners. I don't think they have even the concept of prisoners. But something I already mentioned is not all the ancestors are on the same side. So there are plans. Actually, there is already some assets. They are not yet there. That shows a bit of internal conflict between them. Which makes the things a bit more interesting. And by the way, culture, the talent tree of culture, it will also allow to communicate with some of these rogue ancestors that, you know, they are in the map. I'm going backwards. That's show me. Okay, let's go to the Fastius. Stop it. I fuck it up. Interesting. I think this is broken.
They want to live forever.
Anyway, let's end this with a fastest fight, and that's it. I think I didn't get anything interesting. Wow. You think I'm gonna have a nuclear javelin in the arsenal here?
Yeah, why not?
Yes? No. But I can buy a Scolops quality 3. Oh, Valvida. But I don't have. Dude, Valvida. And I don't have purple. I'm gonna buy the Scolops. Wow, look. Integrity 2, Integrity 1, Integrity 5, Integrity 3. then one big here. I don't know. And now the problem is I'm gonna need to delete shit because do I have even something interesting? No, Adikia, Keres, fuck you. Agon is ass. Ersa, Guide, Arnies. I'm gonna delete all the Guide, Arnies. I don't need Phobos. I think the Silus is the only one that may be worth it. This one is good. Soteria, just because it's rare. Gilos, fuck them. And this guy Tarnier, fuck them. And then Ersas. Okay, I can delete this one. I can delete this one. 3 spots. Okay, I need to delete 2 more. Soteria. What is Soteria for? I think it's for an ability, but I don't remember what ability. And Lisa? Okay, I'm gonna delete a couple of...
I think they should something this.
Yeah, for one ability, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is Scallops. No way. Okay. Biosword, I don't need it. Scallops. I mean, fair enough. It's the first time I got a good Scallops. And this one I don't need it. Just have a state blacksmith Hephaestus. Oh, thank you. Actually, this is not the final temple of Hephaestus. The final temple is something more related to him. You can see actually his throne in the renders. I don't know if you are in Discord, but you see the renders of Hephaestus. He is in the real throne. He should be. This is as an usurper. It's not his throne. It's the throne of someone else, but not Hephaestus. So this temple is just temporal. I'm gonna do a quick look here. I'm gonna do a quick pick, but I don't pretend to do the second biome. Oh, that's, by the way, yeah, that was that little moment there. Yeah, you can see Hephaestus in the throne. It was a close-up anyway. Ooh, what is loading? Okay.
Pathetic creatures.
I'm gonna stop here. I hope there isn't a Zeus in the game. There is a Zeus in the game, and it's closer of what you imagine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to do a quick one. I don't know how much I stream. Where I see that? Perfect. 50. I want to 1 hour, 54 minutes. I don't wanna do one more tower because I think that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna put again, if you are a backer, just to let you know, in maybe tomorrow or Monday, I'm gonna put finally the Otus Tower, which is can't wait to do that. It's really cool. Basically roguelike, but with very strict rules. So less randomness, so you can feel where you sit in terms of skills compared with others. And rather than descending like Tartarus, you go up, like climbing to the Olympus that Otus was one of the two giants that tried to put mountains on top of each other to reach the Olympus. So that's why it's called Otus Tower. So you become a giant capable of reaching the Olympus. Thank you so much for watching. Nice to see some old people back here on YouTube. Nice to see you again.